Great and beautiful morning and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 427 edition of Invest Data Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Here, I can say the global market, as we speak, has opened in the southward direction after experiencing a mixed trend, or a mixed section. The previous day was on Tuesday, but today barely less than 48 hours to end of the month. But I see the market in the mature economy is still on the south direction. Sell in May. If you remember at the beginning of this month, I told you that the mantra that sell in May and come back in October. Is it affecting the mature market? No, but I'll tell you that as a result of the fear of extending rate cut intention of the Fed in US has changed the sentiment of the market. Don't forget that before now, market players have factored in the expected rate cut. But now, we're seeing that the rate cut is not imminent again. For that, the market is adjusting. As a result of that, we're seeing that the bond market in the as a has become attractive as a result of what higher yield in this matured economy. That's why I see that today market in most of these market has pulled back what as a result of higher yields what in the bond or fixed income market in the matured economy. But for me, I think that in Asia market this morning, we saw that the market in Asia has opened and also in the down direction, or I mean, it's edging down as a result of expectation that the doubt of a rate cut has increased. The probability has become slim that the cut will be imminent any moment from now. That have changed. Also, that the European market is not left behind. So also the same trend is also moving that direction. In China, the good news is that IMF has kind of upgraded the GDP for China in 2024. I mean, China GDP that has been upgraded from 4.6 to 5% this year. That is also a good thing. It shows that there's a positive outlook because we have seen the Q1 GDP for China coming up powerfully. That IMF is also upgrading their forecast for the year for the country, which is also a good one for me. Also, don't forget that China has also gone ahead before now to kind of stimulate the economy and also investing in their property market to bring life again. And also they are moved away from deflation to seeing the price of goods rising in that economy. For me, it's a good sign. And also the fear that the two matured economy or the two biggest economy in the world, China and US, might slow down because of what China has successfully bring down their rate or cut rate to kind of boost the economy, while US is trying also to keep rate high because of the monster called inflation. This is also affecting investors psychology or sentiment in this matured economy, and also because of higher or longer rate high, that's also going to affect the commodity market, because when there's higher interest and also stronger dollar, commodity market will suffer for it because of people having access to commodity. And that OPEC is meeting on the 2nd of June to review their outlook for the year, and also if OPEC will go ahead to cut output for OPEC members, or that is what's going to shape the market again, oil market. But good thing that we're seeing oil price rebound powerfully to trade above what $84 as we speak, which is good from a low as 2081 to this point. So we say good one, but because of the coming OPEC meeting, all this speculation, it is at the end of the OPEC meeting that we know if there is another output cut among the members, or these are the things that will shape the market. But I believe that as all eyes are still on key inflation figure from Europe, Eurozone, and at the same time from US. These are what will determine how far we'll see this market across the globe oscillating this point. But the good thing that sell in May is like it's going to establish or marginally I think May a mature economic growth. While in Nigeria here, we'll see that sell in May has come to stay. Why I mean say why I want to say that the market in May is likely to close the red, despite in Africa for having a mixed market because of South Africa is having holiday today for their election. But I see that other markets are mixed. But good thing that NGS maintained 3 days uptrend. We have seen at the beginning of the week, which is the last trading week of the month of May, we have seen a positive sentiment in the market going from Monday, Tuesday, and at week we have seen that the market remained green in Nigeria. Although for me it's a good one. But also, like I said, all eyes are still on the US inflation data and that of the Eurozone. I believe that Germany being the biggest economy in that Eurozone, will expect also the data coming from Germany to give an insight what is expected. And also, already we have seen that the ECB, that is the European Central Bank, has already making move to cut trade in their coming policy meeting. If that happens, that would be good. Knowing that we are seeing that generally across the globe, we are seeing that first quarter earnings is already coming toward a conclusion. That will also help you to know where is the market, what we call sectoral rotation and portfolio balancing heading to. Because if they are offsetting quarterly earnings, largely coming to an end, it will help investors to plan. And also, they plan for certain banks also to shift their monetary policy depending on the progress made what entailing inflation, which is why I tell you all eyes are still on this inflation coming from I mean inflation. I was talking of personal personal consumption, expenditure index for US and that of eurozone. This also give more insight. Yes, we said that bond yield has also risen in US, Asia as well as in Europe as concern of what the stubborn inflation will keep interest rate high for a longer period than expected. These are the things that is also shaping the market. We believe that different reserve banks across the world will be doing adjustment. But also don't forget that in US there is a over acquisition bid is between BHP and Agro will bid for what for to acquire or to take over this oil company. Well, I believe that in London we are seeing that these companies are listed. I don't believe that the takeover also offer also they are trying to extend the period to see how discussion will go. For me, it's a good one. Like I said also that crude oil, have also kind of moved northward as a lot of what expected US inventory data that also give more insight on what will happen in that environment. For me, I think investors should not worry much, but rather they should keep their finger crossed and invest wisely, looking at data. I will tell you that as a trader or investor, data is very, very important for you to look at. Will give you a long way, give you an insight and also give you an idea where the market is heading to. Especially I said it that in any market, it is this macroeconomic data, earnings that drive what negative or positive sentiment. That means you must understand how to use this data, either earnings or what macroeconomic data for the economy. You must also watch the policy direction of the regulators in any economy is very, very important. Like I said, all markets in the mature economy are now right away. Traders are waiting for what? For the release of this personal consumption expenditure price index on Friday and that of what? And that of inflation figure in a eurozone to give a clue what is the Fed finally going to do, also what is inflation going to do as regards to what policymakers projection of 2% inflation. These are the things that will shape the market going to the future. But I believe that we should keep our eyes closed, keep our eyes in the market, and keep our finger crossed to see exactly what the market looks like. There's no cause for alarm at all in the market, but I believe that this is the time to invest wisely, as also the first half of the year is gradually winding down. On this note, look at what is happening in African market. I mentioned earlier that Nigeria market is also in green, extending the 3 days rally, which for me is a good one for the market. Like I said earlier, that South Africa market is is closed for what? For holiday, for what? For election. Now, these are the things that is happening in the market right before. Now, before we go to looking at market data or what is happening in technical analysis, we want to look at what is the state of numbers that were released to the market recently, especially numbers that came from what? From First Bank Q1 number and that of Sterling Bank full year result that were released recently. What is the position of these numbers? What insight is it giving us as investors as regard where these companies are going? Yes, we're seeing that there is a renewed buying interest in a financial sector or service provider because of what positive number, and it's also the role they are playing in GDP recently, seeing they supporting the growth. Despite we're seeing that the GDP is contracting already for the past 5 quarters. You can see that investors are repositioning themselves despite the capitalization plan. Like I told you that the capitalization plan is going to provide a lot of opportunity for design investors and smart traders to have to take advantage of what is happening in the banking industry to create wealth for themselves. Particularly if you invest with knowledge, you have your you create your plan, you have your stop loss. I'll tell you this market will deliver value to you. Buy low and sell high. Look at opportunity in the market and catch for them. These are the things we are going to explain here in this few minutes we have here. Yes, looking at the figure that came from the full FBN holding, the first quarter number for 2024. That means for the last 3 months of the year, March, February, January, February, March. For the year already, we're entering the last month for the second quarter. That means also we're expecting to see the half year result, in the due time, as from July and early August from these financial companies. But now look at the numbers of the scorecard for Q1. Say that the gross earnings for FBN holding company moved from 251.9 billion to 720.6 billion. That is, the top line was up by what? By 886%. For me, this is huge, for the top line. It shows that something is working for them. Yes, you can see that most of the banks have seen, net interest income has impacted their bottom line. Put FBN holding is not left behind. We see that net interest income moved from 111.8 billion to 228.6 billion. You can see the impact of such almost more than 100% increase. Also, despite they have a huge provision for impairment, which you can see that this bank or this have history of impairments for how many years. They are still make provision, say that they need to also work on their. I said it when we are looking at their full-year result. That same trend is continuing, but we have seen that the provision for Q1 2024 was more than double what they did provision they made for 2023. 2023 provision of 16.9 billion was made, while already we are seeing 42.9. This is more than 200% up compared to what okay, more than 100%. Let me tell you, almost more than 100% up, in terms of provision for for bad loan. That means they need to sit up, because if this bad loan provision are added to what profit to also boost it, that to sit up. But the non interest income also came up powerfully for this quarter from 72.3 billion to 265.6 billion naira for the first quarter of the year. For me, it's a good. At the end of the day, the top line of 720.6 billion translates to an earning to a profit after tax of 208.2 billion against 50.1 billion in 2023. This is about 316% up. You can see this is good for the company, and it's a signal where they are going. Yes, for sure that the payment of impressive dividend as a result of also the relatively position of weak capital what we call capital adequacy. At the same time, which provision have led to a dividend of 40 kobo for the year ended 2023. But now with the earning per share of 5 naira 80 kobo against 1 naira 40 kobo in 2023, we expect that this company should have a full year earning per share nothing less than 25 to 26% if this tempo is sustained. I'm also not debating from it, because expect that as far as the CBN remain hawkish, you can see this sector going to drive in or raking what high interest income, and that has supported also this bank. Also, if you look at the profit margin for the period, it moved from 19.9% to 28.9% for 2024. At the end of the day, you can see that the holding company has a robust or a strong balance sheet position, which for me is a good one. As you look at the loan and advance, don't forget that it's a major business of the banking sector or banking business. Loan advance and loan have increased by 457% to 11.88 billion from 4.63 billion in 2030. This is sweet. And before you have this kind of that means your deposit also has increased powerfully, and that's why you can have such. For me, it's a good one for this is one of the biggest bank in Nigeria in age and also in branches. Nowhere you enter this part of this world, you'll not say first bank. We believe that the management will sit up and also work on their risk management to kind of maintain this tempo for the rest of the year. Yes, we look at the number that came from Sterling NG, which is the holding company of Sterling now. Sterling Bank has not a holding company. That's why I have Sterling NG. Their full year audited account that was released. Yes, despite that the number came without dividend, you can see that the number has also pointed that on the strength of their numbers, dividend possibility will be very slim, because at the end of the day, you can see that the top line and the bottom line, the change is not as significant as what we have seen other banking other banking stocks have posted. Because for me, that something is wrong here, and that is why if there's no dividend, we are not surprised, because if you look at the gross earning for Sterling Holding, you can see that it moved from 175.14 billion to 221.709 billion for the top line. I think that this is the least I've seen in the bank that in terms of top line, in terms of change. And also at the end of the day, the profit after tax also moved from 19.3 billion to 21.6 billion. That's that this is relatively low. For me, this also have reflected on the price this morning. Market looking at, yes, there's no dividend coming from this company, and that's why I moved the price almost below 4 naira as we speak now, or around that 4 naira as we right away. But if you look at the figure I just displayed now, you can see that the company, look at the net interest income from it, you can see that the change here is very, very slim from 76.4 billion in 2022 toward to 83.4 billion in 2023. So, and that, at the end of the day, profit after tax stood around about 21.58 billion against 19.3 billion. You can see that is why, for me, investors have come sophisticated in terms of knowledge and looking away from this bank, especially as this this industry is experiencing the capitalization. Investors look at where can I have value for my money, and that is why you can see that you see that movement out of that stock will also continue the movement from now because of the non-payment of dividend, and also the numbers not coming in line with other numbers we have seen from that industry. These are factors that are going to play a role on selling NG as we speak. But I believe that a pullback for this company is also will be another opportunity to buy, especially if they've not released their Q1. We've seen the Q1 number that came from FBNH Holding. If at the end of the day, this result, pull the price down, it's good for traders to watch for the strong support level to position. As we can see that the 21.58 billion translated to an earning per share of 75 kobo against 7 kobo recorded in 2022. You can see, but 2022 there was a dividend of almost 15 kobo from that 6 naira 7. But this time the directors are here to recommend, and they said there's no dividend on it. We're able to see their Q1 number, and also the plan of this holding company to capitalize, knowing that it's a national bank, how far will it go with what the correction plan and with this kind of performance we are seeing in this company. On this note, we move to see what is the market doing right away. It's very, very important that we understand what is the state of our market. Because of our time, we need to understand what is happening in the market. That will give us an insight what to do right away as investor. That's why I look at the market data. As we speak, I said it at the beginning that our market has maintained a positive trend. A positive trend of for 3 days. We have seen that the rebound on Monday has been sustained with what improving momentum, and that's also reflecting right away as we speak. The market is doing. Market has broken out also another strong resistance level of 98,430. So now market is trading 98,679.70. Is the position up by 296.66 basic point, representing 0.28%, which is almost to 0.3% in the state of the market. If you look at market breadth for market internal, strongly positive. We are seeing 14 gainers against 4 losers at this hour. If you look at the losers right away, you can look at the life of Deep Capital and the Venture Capital, which is the insurance company, Japan Gold, Sterling NG, and Guinness. These are the losers right away. Then we can talk of top line, the gainers. We are seeing the NASCOM is leading with almost 10% up, trading around 40 naira 85 kobo, up by 9.7%. Followed by our peak insurance, which is the correction, and the Coverton. At the same time, we are seeing the Universal Insurance and Prestige correction, which is our peak. Now we are seeing also Prestige Assurance on the top gainers right away. But in terms of activities, we are seeing that the renew buying interest for accumulation in the shares of Access Corp has continued. In terms of volume, they traded about 59.8 million shares at 17 naira 20 kobo, followed by UBA 12.9 billion shares traded so far at 22.80. Zenith Bank has traded 7 million shares at 32 naira 50 kobo. FCMB also trading 6.9 million shares at 7 naira 10 kobo, and FBNH 6.7 at 23 naira This is the state of the market as we speak. Quick one, we quickly go toward our chart to see what the market doing right away. You can see that the chart, you can see as what we call an uptrend here, for three also, we call it what we call three soldier technical analysis. We're waiting to see how this but already we're seeing an uptrend. The first one and you can see that the second one is bigger than the first one at the end of a quick and candlestick. But today we're seeing the green but not bigger than the second. But if we see a bigger candlestick or a bullish candlestick, that was what we call the three arm and the three soldier, which also a sign that after the soldier you see likely to see a slowdown. But let's see how it goes. Good that we are seeing an uptrend for trading days. For me, it's a good one. I see that the market also strength has come back. Like I said, that to speak now, the market has broken out another strong resistance level of 98,432. Now market is doing 98,652. For me, it's a good one for the market. I see that if you get to volume is relatively small compared to what we saw yesterday. But let's see, this is just midday. Let's see how the market finished today. For quick one, let's look at let's call up our indicators to help us look at the state of the market. What is the money flow saying? What is the Bollinger Band saying? It's very, very important right away. You need to know, is the activities increasing or we just saying normal flows? We want to see what is the market doing. It's very, very important we note all this as a trader or investor. We quickly call on money flow, look at our MACD. Then today we're already looking at the T line because already we're using the Bollinger Band. Looking at Bollinger Band now, you can see that here that the chart is the activity here is relatively low. But we are saying that a breakout. But at this point, I see that contracting activities very slow. Once there's a breakout, the good thing that we're seeing a 3 days uptrend in here. But when you look at your money flow this morning now, that money flow for a day time frame is looking down already. While MACD is still very, very positive. For example, I want to show you a chart here that you want to see. If you look at this chart here, you see there's a strong support level at this point. Before market kind of break down this strong level. So it resisted a decline here. Since then, market has come up again. But now this for 2 days, this is not a large market. The market has broken out what the T line, but ahead of what 50 days moving average here. You can see this 50 days moving average exponential. A breakout of which also say that market momentum is becoming stronger using a moving average to look at the state of the market. You can see for me, let's keep our finger crossed. Already we are seeing that the market is already in green today. So far, at the open of the market, that trend is being sustained. We want to keep our eyes on the trend in the market as we speak. That's why I said this one can see here as going, but money flow is looking down, and this one is also more positive. The money flow that I've touched as high as almost 41 yesterday, is cooling down to around 35. We'll see at the end of the day. But let me look at 1 hour chart for the market. Also look at you can see on 1 hour chart, you can see the trend here. The Bollinger Band at the opening, you can see the uptrend. For the last, you can see this 1 hour chart. You can see now for today, I've seen the trend going up here. Money flow is almost above 50. It's 51, and MACD is positive for 1 hour chart. If you look at the other time frame, 2 hours and 4 hours to give us a clear direction again. On 2 hours chart, market is very, very strong. You can see that's why Bollinger Band is also trying to expand at this point after contracting from here to here. There's a little of expansion, money flow and MACD. All these are positive in the technical signs. We are seeing both money flow, MACD is also momentum indicator. All are pointing to positive market as we speak. Finally, for the index, we look at 4 hour chart. Then we now look at what is happening. Looking at what the chart, the individual stocks, the work of report. On 4 hour chart, you can see that the market is still relatively dull in terms of contraction here. But the good thing is that money flow is still looking up on 4 hour chart to read 50.9, which for me is good. And the index maintain the 3 days uptrend still sustained. For me, it's a good one. But finally, let's look at what is the momentum behind the NASCOM and that of Dangote sugar. Will it be sustained? It is what we want to look at now. Let's see how sharp this momentum is. You can see this 4 hour start. We saw a breakout of the Bollinger Band here, but we are seeing a kind of a slowdown here after it had touched almost 40 naira, 80 kobo. I think that it has gone low now. It's trying to pull it back from 4 hours chart to around 38.90. But monthly is still positive and money flow is within 56, which is good. But let's check other time frame. If you look at 1 hour chart, first 1 hour channels about NASCOM profit taking activities that can see here on the candlestick after you have broken out for the Bollinger Band, which normally say when Bollinger Band is at the what at the upper line, the time for take profit. When it is below here, it's the time to buy. And see that replacing there after you have broken down, so that profit taking, but money flow is still looking up, and the monthly is what is still very, very positive. Let's quickly look at the 2 hour chart before I look at what Dangote to run it to conclude for the day. To see, yes, on 4 hours chart, the same sign was in here, no profit taking already signed. But money flow is almost like 76, 71, sorry, and the monthly is also positive. These are stocks that have experienced the battle this period, kind of set down, but we're seeing them rebounding now. Is there any positive news? Is there expectation? Yes, our investors should also look at to know exactly what to do when it comes to what invested. Yes, we will look at what is Dangote Sugar doing. Also, the same pattern it has broken out the upper Bollinger Band, but see, we're seeing around 45. This morning it's at maintained at 45 now. The total around 47, right? We now around 45. Let's keep up that course. But we are seeing positive momentum. Market remain more bullish. Money flow is really around on 2 hour chart, or that's even around 29.8. That's for 2 hour chart. If you look at 1 hour chart for for the price action of Dangote Sugar, you can see that it has gone up as around I can see it here, sign here, but we're still a pullback here. Looking at this and also money flows are from startward. If you look at it on 1 hour chart, but market remain like a result of profit taking. Would have bought at as low as 38, trying to take profit at 47, 45. But the good thing is that there's still potential for this stock, depends on your investment objective and also your time frame of your taking position in the stock. On this note, we'll quickly look at the banking stock. Let's quickly look at one banking. I'm going to look at Access Corp. Our time is fast spent just because today is the last class for this week. I will be available for Saturday, for Friday, for Friday live class, and also Saturday question and answer. So take this opportunity also to share more before we call it a day. Let's look at what is happening in Access Corp. Access Corp, you can see that it's trading above the red line, which is a moving average, but still also see a little expansion compared to here in activity. And we have seen volume in that stock all this while. You can see that representing in this chart here. That is the volume is here. You can see all those volume that above the average red volume. Only this hour, but that the volume is still not above average volume. But all this way, you can see that they are above this black line here. And money flow is strong around 91 for 1 hour. For me, a MACD is still bullish on a 1 hour chart. Then on a day chart, you want to see the state of the stock. On a day chart, price is still trending. You can see it here by trending. Also, momentum has slowed down. That's why the volume on the daily chart. Then quickly look at the 4 hour chart for the stock that we can cut this to this class again. On 4 hour chart, you can see the same trend as it also was seen here. Volume, buy volume and sell volume. You can see here. This is a buy volume, sell volume. You can see and this for 4 hours, 4 hours time frame chart for Access Corp. On this note, I will say thank you. And as like I've said, there will be no live class on Friday, and also there will be no live class on the Saturday. But for those that are also interested in a common master class for Q3, master class also registration will start from the first day of June, preparing for what for Q3. Yes, I think that market for Q2 have been missed. Most of our expectation is still on the way, but to believe that in the month of June, we're likely to take some profit for our master class positioning for Q2. So I tell you that there's a single stock for that is coming that will give you 200% between now and end of the year. I think being the master class so that we share some stock and we position, I'm sure that 200% is what is sure. When we told you that we want to make 100% in the first quarter master class, we hit it in those stocks. That's why for this third quarter, I tell you that we are targeting 200% in an individual stock, and I want you to be part of that stock so that you position early and wait for what for proper harvest. Thank you, and see you next week Monday. Bye.